What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what's new in Season 3. I'm going to go over the new guns, what's returned, what's been taken out, and the map changes. The first thing you're going to notice right off the bat is that Command Cavern has now been turned into Rave Cave. This massive slipstream goes all the way from the gas station by Logjam down to where Camp Cuddle used to be. They took out all of the siege cannons, which means that this change is a net loss when it comes to permanent mobility on the map, but the good news is that both Shockwaves and the Rift-to-Go have been unvaulted, so there's a lot more portable mobility than before. These slipstreams are definitely faster and safer compared to the cannons, because it's very hard for you to get beamed when you can move side to side, and with the cannons you were just going in a straight line. But this is the only spot that has a slipstream, so everywhere else that used to have a cannon is objectively worse off. Camp Cuddle is completely gone and Reality Falls has taken its place. This whole area on the southwest part of the map kind of reminds me of Weeping Woods because there's so many trees and natural cover. And right in the center of Reality Falls is this huge tree with tons of chests and these small mushrooms that you can bounce off and they heal you. When you get to the top of the tree, it lets you glide up and rotate pretty far, especially if you go towards Rave Cave and get straight into the slipstream. This is a really good spot to rotate from. The last major map change is Greasy Grove. It's not that different as far as the layout goes, but some of the buildings are pretty messed up, so fighting here is going to be more awkward than normal. There's also a bunch of new outskirt spots kind of by Greasy that could be pretty good if you're trying to land low key, so make sure to really check this area out, because one of these places might be a good addition to your loot path. Also, the IO cars are back in Arena. I don't think all of them are, but I've seen a lot spawning in by Rave Cave, so it's going to really help on those cross-map rotates. I know we haven't had cars for a couple of weeks now. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys know what's up with the guns. The 2-shot shotgun. It's both faster and slower than the drum, and it does a little bit more damage. The shots are back to back, but waiting for the next 2 shots feels like waiting for the striker to shoot again without switching guns. I really don't see this shotty being used at all because the auto does what this does, but more consistently. I found myself hitting the first round of shots, but getting absolutely drained before getting the second off, and the thing is, you need to be right in front of the enemy to do any damage with this thing so it works against itself. The Hammer Assault Rifle is like an in-between of the normal AR and the Ranger. It's also the only other non-scoped AR we have right now, so if you don't like the Scope Dog, then it's a great substitute for the Ranger. I think it does slightly less damage than the Ranger and it has a smaller clip, but it's faster, which means you might be able to get by without an SMG in tournaments that have Surge, at least until endgame if you don't want to run the AUG. And finally, the DMR. I think a lot of people are going to hate it because they'll see it as a nerf sniper, but this thing hits pretty hard and the bullet drop isn't that bad at mid-range. This rifle is similar to the thermal, it's got a long range scope, but how well you control the drop is really what's going to make or break it for you. So far, I've been able to start fights off with the enemy taking way more damage than they would have if I'd caught them with the AUG or even if I had a SCAR. One more thing to mention is that the thermal scoped AR has been removed, and finally, so has the drum shotgun. I don't think the auto or the 2-shot are anywhere near as broken as the drum, so we're in for a pretty balanced season even if it is an SMG meta. If there's anything new this season that I missed or you think I should mention, leave a comment and share your thoughts. Hopefully this video has helped you or taught you something, and if it did, leave a like and consider subscribing. Good luck in Season 3.